35. The Lord and the 9 who drowned. Thereupon we went quickly to the 9, and I asked that their faces should be turned upwards with their heads lying uphill. When they were placed like this, I said to Marcus, "Give each one a few drops of wine in the mouth." This was easy to accomplish, because all of them had an open mouth. When this was done, I said to all present, "Go, and every weak believer among you should make sure whether the 9 are completely dead." Among the 30 converted Pharisees, there was also a doctor who was able to recognize if a body was completely dead or not. He came closer and said, "Not because I have the slightest doubt about the death of these drowned, that I come here to examine them, but to give you, as a skilled expert, a full valid proof that these 9 are completely dead." Hereupon he touched the 9, looked at their eyes, the hypocrite knows, as a sure sign of complete death and the complete extinguishing of all physical life spirits. After a very precise inspection, and also the co-testimony of all who confirmed his findings as valid and true, he delivered his judgment loudly and added to it, "Not now, but already yesterday, 1 hour after getting into the water, they were already completely dead as they are now. Judging by the nose and the smell, decay has already started. No human science, strength, and power will call these 9 back to life. This is only possible for Him who will raise all the dead from their graves to life on Judgment Day." I said, "So that you, upon this valid testimony of the doctor, will recognize the glory of the Father in the Son of Man, I call loud to the Father and say, 'Father, glorify your name.'" Here many heard a voice like many thunders. "I have glorified him through you, my most beloved Son, because it is in you that I find my true pleasance. The people should listen to you." Many heard these words, but many heard only a pure thunder and began to ask why it was thundering. But those who heard words in the thunder gave testimony about what they have heard, and the others were surprised by it and said, "This is odd. We only heard the thunder. But since many of you have heard the same words, we believe you as if we have heard it ourselves." Nevertheless, from this we can conclude that this Master here is only the Son, but not the Holy Almighty Father, who lives in heaven and whom no person has ever seen, but only could speak to in sanctified moments. Moses was therefore also a son of the Almightiest, since also he has performed extraordinary signs, and the other prophets too in equal measure. This Nazarene may be the biggest prophet, because he does the biggest and most signs. Said Muriel, who listened to this quite well, "No, you are mistaken. This is still a very large misunderstanding of yours. Who has announced Moses before Moses through the Spirit of the Lord? Who Elias? Who Samuel? Who any of the 4 great prophets? They were like by coincidence awakened by God and prophesied. And of who did they prophesy most? Actually, about him who is now in front of us. The voice which could be heard as a mighty thunder was very much his very own voice, which he uses to speak to us with his bodily mouth. The only difference consists therein. With his mouth of the body, he speaks as a person to us, but by means of the thunder voice, he could be heard as him who was, is, and will be forever, who has created everything there is, and who gave to his people the law under continuous lightning and thunder on Sinai. Therefore, only for him everything is possible. Also this, that he, out of the highest love for us, his children, could become a man like us. Otherwise he could forever not be seen and be recognized by his children he loves above all.